Michael was a bright 16-year-old boy with a lot of potential, but over the past year, life had become harder for him. His parents' separation had left him confused, his grades started slipping, and he slowly withdrew from the things he once loved. His father, David, tried to guide him, but it was clear that Michael needed more than just rules and reminders. What he truly needed was patience, encouragement, and someone who would take the time to understand his struggles. When David remarried, his new wife, Emily, noticed right away that Michael carried a quiet sadness behind his smile. She wasn't a replacement for his mother, and she didn't try to be. Instead, she wanted to be a support system, a steady figure who could help Michael rebuild his confidence. It started with small gestures, asking him about his day, cooking his favorite meals, or cheering him on at basketball practice. Slowly, those small actions opened a door between them. One evening, Emily found Michael sitting on the porch steps, his shoulders slouched. "Rough day?" she asked gently. He shrugged, trying to mask his feelings. But she didn't push, she simply sat beside him. After a few minutes of silence, he finally spoke. I don't think I'm good enough at anything. Everyone else is better than me." Emily listened carefully. She knew words of encouragement wouldn't be enough. "Michael, you don't need to compare yourself to anyone. What matters is giving your best. And you do that more than you think." That small reassurance sparked something in him. Over the following weeks, Emily encouraged Michael to set small goals. Instead of focusing on perfect grades, he started aiming for improvement. Instead of worrying about making the team's starting lineup, he focused on enjoying the game again. Together, they worked on his school projects. Emily didn't solve problems for him but guided him with patience. She showed him how to break big assignments into smaller tasks, how to organize his time, and most importantly, how to believe in himself. Slowly but surely, Michael's confidence grew. Months passed, and Emily saw the change in him. He started speaking more openly, laughing more often, and even helping around the house without being asked. At school, his teachers noticed his effort, and his grades improved. His basketball coach praised him for his determination, and Michael began to take pride in his progress. One day, during a family dinner, David looked at his son with pride. "Michael, I'm really proud of how far you've come. You've shown so much strength." Michael glanced at Emily, a shy smile spreading across his face. "I couldn't have done it without Emily's help," he admitted. That simple acknowledgement touched Emily deeply, not because she wanted credit, but because it meant he trusted her enough to recognize her role in his journey. The real surprise came months later. Michael entered a regional essay competition at school. Emily encouraged him to write about his personal journey, the struggles he faced, and how he overcame them. He hesitated at first, doubting whether his story mattered. But Emily reminded him, "Your story could inspire someone else who feels the same way you did." When the results came in, Michael was stunned. He won second place. It wasn't just the award that mattered, it was the realization that his voice and experiences had value. Standing on the stage, holding his certificate, he caught sight of Emily in the crowd, clapping proudly. In that moment, he knew that the journey he once thought impossible had become possible because someone believed in him. As time went on, Michael learned that struggles were not signs of weakness but opportunities to grow. And while the world outside could sometimes feel overwhelming, he knew he had the strength inside him and the unwavering support of his family. Years later, looking back, Emily remembered that evening on the porch when Michael had admitted he didn't feel good enough. She thought about how far he had come and realized that sometimes, all it takes is one person's patience, understanding, and encouragement to change a young life forever. Michael's story wasn't about sudden transformation or perfection, it was about steady growth, small victories, and the courage to keep moving forward. And for Emily, being part of that journey was one of the most meaningful experiences of her life.